Do you know that there was a deleted ending for Squid Game that the creator made? Yeah, Gi-Hun's destiny would be very different. Gi-Hun would survive. He would have the opportunity to meet his daughter and more things. What is the story of this ending? Why the creator changed this ending? He deleted it. Well, there's many very interesting revelations from the creator himself that I decided to bring in this video, and if you want to know, if you want to understand, stay here and let's go. Hello everyone who watching this beautiful channel. My name is João Victor and I'm back to talk about Squid Game. Yeah, the third season of this show that released more than 2 weeks ago, and there was many details that many people don't know, like this deleted ending that the creator himself revealed about it. It's very interesting and I think many people would believe that it's gonna be better. Let's explain it, but first don't forget to check the like in this video. It helps me a lot with the promotion, and also don't forget to subscribe in this channel so you don't miss many other contents that I will make. Tell me in the comments if you want more contents about Squid Game, if you want more contents about The Walking Dead or other shows, but let's go. Here's the point. In the ending that we can watch on Netflix that they released with this last season, we see that the protagonist, Gi-Hun, sacrifices himself so that the baby is kept alive, to show that there is goodness in the human being, and prove to the frontman that he was wrong. That way consecrates a sad ending, an ending like this, complicated. If you remember the first season, the Gi-Hun with his daughter, taking care of her on her birthday and everything, and if you take these scenes now from the third season of her receiving only his uniform and the money, receiving the information that he died without knowing, without having any last words, it is strong. It is too heavy to think about it. It's so sad, tragic. It's one of the points about this show. This is tragic indeed. This series didn't have the goal of being happy, but it almost was. That's it. On Netflix, it's available for anyone to watch, talking about Squid Game. After you watch the last episode of the third season, even if you leave it alone, it goes directly to the content there. We can see at the table there the creator, Hwang Dong-hyuk, with the actors. Yeah, we see Gi-Hun's actor, Lee Jung-jae, and the actor of the frontman. There they discuss a lot about what it was like to produce this ending, about the decisions, but one of the big points there is the creator talking about the script that he was preparing for the ending. The first idea is that Gi-Hun would stay alive in the ending, like he would change frontman's vision without taking drastic actions at the end of all that. It's not clear how he would do that. In fact, this is one of the points of why he changed this ending. We will talk about it later, but we have more. There would be something that would happen in the game so that Gi-Hun would still win. Even so, he would prove that he is right for the frontman. He would prove that there is goodness in the human being, and he would make the frontman change. But that's where the point is. There's a big change. We have this original ending at Netflix, a sad, tragic, you're crying because of the sadness. It would change to the people crying with joy, which I think is what a lot of people want, because people only want happy ending in production. Many people want this. According to what the creator reveals, Gi-Hun would go to Los Angeles in the initial version there, would not be the frontman, it would actually be Gi-Hun himself, the protagonist, Ga-young's father there, who would go there to be able to meet her, knock on the door and to have this meeting, you know, many years later. You can imagine this scene, happiness, him being able to see his daughter again after all this time. And so this part I won't deny that I would really like to see. I really wanted to see an alternative version of this. There's more. Everything indicates that Gi-Hun would give this money to his daughter, because now he will be much more of a billionaire, because he won the first game and now the second game. So in this first ending, the frontman wouldn't need to take care of the money that it's in the hotel. As we see in the original ending that we watched on Netflix, Gi-Hun was going to have the money there, put it together with some prize and deliver this to his daughter. So this would certainly be very beautiful. It would improve the lives of the daughter, the ex-wife, her stepfather, and all the other things, all the family. Then you can imagine several other stories and everything else, but the possibility of this continuation from here would be much smaller. I will talk about it later. There's another point, another thing. From the creator's revelations in this first ending, in this first version, don't see the frontman seeing the recruiting woman there in the center of Los Angeles, played by the actress Cate Blanchett, showing that the games continue in the frontman's vision. No, this scene wouldn't happen because it would be Gi-Hun meeting the woman. Yeah, it would be the protagonist who would catch her in the center there, like after destroying the Korea games, winning all that, changing the frontman with some attitude that we don't don't know there in the game, Gi-Hun would think he won, that he managed to change frontman, but the games continue. This would even continue to make sense of the line that frontman made to Gi-Hun in the second season of the show, that he tells Gi-Hun that the only way for the people to stop the games, to end this, is if people change. It's not enough for Gi-Hun to change. He changed it. He is a hope there, that Gi-Hun is a symbol of hope, but if the other people in the world don't change, the games continues. That's it. So yeah, in this first ending, even with Gi-Hun alive, even with he knowing that he destroyed the Korea games, it would be the same way. And then comes the points that we can imagine. With an ending like this, everything indicates that we would still have Gi-Hun without much spirit in life, without much motivation in life. Yeah, the reason for this is that probably he met his daughter again in the United States. He wants to move there so he can be close and other things, start a new project, work with something else, with the money he has. The central mission of his life, which Squid Game even showed, was not even to find his daughter. It wasn't helping his daughter or anything like that. His central objective was to give everything he has, give up his daughter, to be able to destroy all this, to destroy this game, and to prove himself to frontman, to prove himself as the right person, that people are good. There's goodness inside the human beings. So in this first ending, he was going to find that he didn't destroy all that, so he would need to find a new reason for life. But then I know that from this some questions come. In the creator's speech, there is no mention of Gi-Hun winning and taking care of the baby. It's up to you to think about what it is. I really don't think the creator was going to make an ending where Gi-Hun won by sacrificing the baby. There would be no reason for Gi-Hun to change the frontman's perspective, since he sacrificed the baby. Yeah, so I assumed that this ending would be with the baby alive somehow, or some tragedy happened in the middle of the games that couldn't be allowed for the baby to continue in Gi-Hun's arms. Sometimes in this version, the mother, the player 222, would try to jump with the baby and then they both end up falling. It could be something along these lines. The way the creator reveals about this ending is not direct, because it was not the ending that he followed. And here comes the point when he explains why this ending was deleted. The creator says that he needed some heroic act, some impactful act, or some along those lines at the end for Gi-Hun to do. Just him winning would not be enough for the impact for the finale. And so, if you think about it, I even agree in parts. I don't agree in everything. I agree in part because it is actually said by the creator that somehow he would change the frontman, but he doesn't like it. And if you think, there's no way for him to change the frontman without him sacrificing for the baby. Because really, in this ending that came out, he didn't change 100%. But there was a change in his vision. What makes the frontman have the kindness to take care of the baby, to give a safe destination to the baby, to want to have the kindness to go there, deliver Gi-Hun's belongings to his daughters and other things, thus this is Gi-Hun's attitude. It's the fact that Gi-Hun sacrificed himself for the baby. If Gi-Hun hadn't sacrificed himself for the baby, he wouldn't have any of this. There wouldn't be this little change in frontman. Gi-Hun's sacrifice is crucial to the meaning of this story and even to the tragic sense, because the story is not meant to be happy. If you don't know, if you didn't realize, Squid Game is a tragic social criticism. The human beings are evil. There's a hope, there's hopes in it. Gi-Hun himself is a hope, but on the whole, the human being is still bad. But there's more. The video didn't end. We imagined about this ending, that what it would be like. There would be other things that we could think about this ending, this first ending that the creator revealed. An ending like this, keeping Gi-Hun alive, finding his daughter, going to the United States, could leave a new motivation for him in life. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it would have to create something to motivate him again. The best I can imagine or theorize would be for him to continue going after the organization worldwide in another spin-off, another story of him to destroy this around the world. That wouldn't make sense for the end of the main show, because the main show is about Gi-Hun's story. And also, the creator of the show himself, in an interview he gave last year, he said that the end of the show is the end of Gi-Hun's story. And so, there's many ways for you to end a character's story, but the most right way, so you don't leave any theories, any other path is to end his life. You could see that the creator wanted to hit it right on top of it, so as not to have a loophole like that. It wasn't conclusive at all. It was conclusive. The main story is over. The Korea story is over. The Gi-Hun story is over. The story of Squid Game series is about Gi-Hun. Everything that comes after it is not about him directly. Probably about his legacy, his daughter, okay, but not about him. So they, for example, put the scene of him falling and the scene of the frontman going there to see his body, show his body on the ground directly. It was totally deliberate so as not to have a loophole like, didn't he stay alive? So I think the creator did it on purpose to don't leave any theory about Gi-Hun survived, because with this scene you can be sure he died. There's a body. If there wasn't his body in this ending, there would be 1,000 theories right now as to how Gi-Hun could have escaped alive from that, and we will have a big return later. And so, surely the creator did not want that. And so, of course, I know you are watching this video have different opinions, so I want you to comment what you think about this first ending, this deleted ending that the creator revealed. If you agree that this other ending would really take away some of the meaning of the show, but despite being happy, it gives that comfort in the heart. I know that people are torn between have meaning and being happy. Many people will always prefer the happiest thing, so some will agree with this ending, but write in the comments, would you prefer this one or would you prefer the original one that came out on Netflix? I confess that I get a little shaken because I liked the way it ended, because the proposal of the show from the beginning was going to be tragic, but as I said before, I would be very curious to see a scene of Gi-Hun meeting his daughter again. It will be beautiful, it will be exciting, and I think for sure that for the public, to the audience, it would work much better because people don't have much maturity to accept tragic endings. People prefer to accept beautiful and happy endings, even if it doesn't make so much sense to the story. And so take this opportunity to write in the comments your theory about this ending. How Gi-Hun could change frontman's perspective without sacrificing himself for the baby. We have to solve this. Yeah, that's the information of this video, so don't forget to check the like button, click there. It helps me a lot with the promotion. Don't forget to subscribe in this channel so you don't miss many other contents that I will make here. Thank you for your patience with my English. This is not my native language, but I'm trying to improve it and making it better. Thank you for watching this video. I'll be back soon, and bye.